Welcome to another edition of CenterField. I'm your host, Max Kakanov.
And I'm your host, Avanti Elias. In this week's show, we'll be talking about how the wrestling team did in the Masters tournament and who go on to the state tournament. Along with this, we'll be talking about the boys basketball game and how they did in the playoffs.
Well, spring sports are here. We're going to be covering tennis, boys golf, girls soccer, swimming, track, baseball, and softball.
Last week, the wrestling team had played in the Masters tournament. Dan Nagusa placed third and will be advancing to the state tournament.
The boys basketball team had their second game of the playoffs against Dillaro Golden Eagles. Elliot Harold had scored the most points, Daniel Smith had the most assists, and Connor Haysbert had the most rebounds. The game was close with a final score of 79-73 in favor of Center Cougars.
On Monday, the softball team went up against the Christian Brothers Falcons. Their first game was great as they won 9-1. On Wednesday, softball, baseball, and track were all canceled due to the weather.
The boys basketball team went up against Vista del Lago. If the boys had won, they would have gone on to play at Arco Arena, but sadly, the boys lost 69-66 after going into triple overtime. The boys will be playing next week in the state championship. Their opponent hasn't been announced yet.
The tennis team played yesterday against River City. We have Adriana Mercado reporting.
After two cancellations, Center's tennis team started off the season with a tough match against 12 consecutive CVC League winners, River City. Both number one girls and boys singles matches came out with a win. Girls number one singles, Adugo Okegbu, won 2 sets, 6-0. Boys number one singles, Oscar Locke, started his match with split matches and surprised everyone when he won his third match, the first in Center versus River City history.
It actually felt quite amazing. I've never beaten River City before, and it was a real joy when I finally beat that last point. It was something different.
Number two girls and boys singles both came out to losses, but gave us a great game to watch. Both number one and two boys and girls doubles lost their matches, but not without giving us a good game. And the match that surprised us all was mixed doubles, who won 10-1, making the final score 3-6, the most points scored against River City. So come support the tennis team on March 10th against Lincoln at Center. Reporting for CenterField, I'm Adriana Mercado.
Today, tennis is playing at Foothill at 3:30 and baseball will be playing at Lincoln at 3:30. But due to the rain, the games might be canceled.
The swimming team will be having their first meet today against Rio Linda High School. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at centerfield2010@gmail.com or just find us around campus and talk to us.
Well, that's all for this show. See you next time on CenterField, your weekly sports show.